Oh, it's so cold. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey everybody, this is Juan at kicksonfire.com, and we are here on the streets of Portland. I am here on the rooftop of a parking garage that is not even my own building. My hotel is actually down there because it's still closed, the rooftop's still closed. So we are here to celebrate the EQT line by Adidas Originals. So some of you might be wearing an EQT ADV right now, or in this case, I have a pair of the EQT 9317. We got a chance to go to the Adidas Village, make some shoes, and also check out what's coming out in the future, and also see a concert featuring Anderson .Paak. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and yeah, Kicks on Fire. I'm gonna go downstairs now because it's really cold. All right, here's me playing the Nintendo Switch on a plane, just like to show off, just because. Here's me walking the PDX carpet that's still there. This is me entering my hotel room, totally not staged. This is the first time I'm actually stepping into my room. Ignore the jacket, ignore the bag, ignore that big old box. Oh my God, what's in that box? It's EQT PDX, what could it mean? So let's do a quick unboxing of it. That's actually 4x speed. Voodoo Donuts, nice. VIP badge, a blanket, Pendleton wool, and this bag. Let's open it up real fast. Jacket, pants, boost ball, camera, and of course the shoes, which is the Adidas EQT 9317 with boost. Good stuff, good stuff. Look how fast I'm going with this, man. It's amazing. And here's me making the GIF that will be featured in the post on the site. Okay, this is the following morning. We had breakfast, and I had the maple granola waffle with quince, which is a topping on the waffle. It turned out to be pretty great. All right, so now here we are on our way to the Adidas campus in sunny Portland. Actually, it's always raining there. I mean, if you're into that weather, this is basically like the perfect place for you. It's just raining all the time. So here we are on our way to the campus. First, the employee store, got my badge. And now we are headed off to the newest edition of the Adidas campus, which is the Maker Lab, which basically is like one of the super coolest things I've ever heard about. Is basically if you're an employee of the brand, you can actually step inside the Maker Lab and create your own shoes, design them, put them together, and hopefully come up with something that might actually come to retail. Or if not, it's just something you can customize for yourself. And it's not just limited to shoes. You can actually create bags, gear, hats, shirts, all that kind of stuff. And that was just amazing to see that we actually had that kind of access. So you can see here are some samples of the shoes that were made. They all start out as baby shoes. See that little Yeezy thing right there?
Our outsole. Right here, the thicker part, thick and thin. It doesn't have to be thick. All around your midsole.
Okay, did you get that? Well, I didn't, and this is the shoe that I ended up with. Son said nicely it was a Brazil colorway, but I guess, sure. Meanwhile, this is what it looks like when you're Jeff Staple. That's right, when we were designing shoes, I was standing next to Jeff Staple, and look how cool that looks. Which is not surprising because, hey, he's Jeff Staple. He's made some of the most memorable shoes in the past decade. Next up, we got to see the future of the Adidas EQT line. Super exciting stuff, but unfortunately nothing we can show you because we signed NDAs. They won't let us show it to you guys. So now we're here at the Adidas employee store where everything, well actually almost everything, is half off. So we've got recent releases, some hidden gems, a lot of good stuff really. So what I ended up copying was a pair of the Adidas Harden Volume 1 and the classic original Adidas Stan Smith. So next up, we got to go have some lunch at Camp Grizzly, where we got a chance to speak with guys like Concepts Dion Point. How do we get to that right now? To like the past, where like just a couple of years ago, it was multicolor everything, like loud, like just like blast, like your color had to, like your shoe had to be like just obnoxious looking as possible. To like Volt or like electric green or whatever you want to call it, like those kinds of sneakers were like the thing like just a couple of years ago. how do we get from that to like where we are now, where it's like it's about as like, I would say bland, but it's like it's very muted, as almost like humanly possible. How do we get there?
I think there's a lot of kids that looked in their closet and just kind of were embarrassed for themselves. So self-appreciation goes a long way. You know, it in the age of where kids have disposable income to spend, particularly on footwear and clothing, I think they're also trying to think a little smarter. There's obviously those highlight pieces in your wardrobe, but you know, classic is you know, a mindset, and I think a lot of people again have regretted certain purchases they made. So while they'll still venture out here and there, there's still a safeguard. So you know, a lot of kids will dress like the Grim Reaper for the rest of their life and be content. But you know, for me personally, I like a little splash of color, but not too much. And I think there's nothing wrong with subduing it and taking a break, because I think everybody kind of went off the handle for a little bit.
Yeah, we
for a
really
while.
did. Like,
I mean, if you look at the all over print era, I mean, that's going to be a tough one to tell your kids about. So.
After our trip to the campus, we got to see some rain, take a little break, but then afterwards we had some dinner, pizza, and some salmon, which is an important thing to do, I guess. And now we are here at the EQT concert. So there's not a lot of like big events that take place in Portland itself, despite the fact that all the big brands are there, but Adidas really wanted to do something for the city and of course show some pride for the EQT line. So you'll see that crowd actually gets a lot bigger as the night goes on. I just ended up going to the VIP area anyway, so I wouldn't have to stand alongside that big old crowd.
Sniff a cue ball. Take the road and take it up to my town. It's the power of the PUSSY. You can't keep me on the leash. No matter how hard you try me, I do what I want in the end. Maybe they disagree, but they make it so hard to be faithful.
Alright, well, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I'm gonna end this video the only way I know how, by playing a game of Tetris. That's right, this collaboration needs to happen on a shoot real quick.